discussed, we are going to talk about the HTML tables, forms, and how you can style the table. Then we'll be talking about the different form controls element, then how the table and form will be accessible. That also we are going to talk in this. Then what is the micro format, then advanced CSS layout, what is the normal flow, positioning element, floating element, and how you can construct multi-column layout, and at the end responsive design and CSS framework. Whatever we have learned so far, mostly we have not implemented the responsive design and CSS framework. Okay, let's talk about the first about the tables. What is a table? Hope you remember when you use Microsoft Word, right? So what do? You create a table, right? So table is the combination of rows and columns. So if you have multiple rows and multiple columns, that will form a table. So this is your table, right? Same way, if you want to create in HTML, then how we can do that? That was the question. So this can be done with help of table tag. Okay. So the table tag is used to create, this is the table elements, it's used to create the tables in HTML, and it represent some information. And always you know that the table will be existing in 2-dimension grid. That means rows and column. The table can be used, what purpose we can use the table? We can use for creating calendars. You can create financials data. You can have a pricing table and many other different types of data. Even when you get the result of your academic, even you can see that in the table you will be having, that will be in table format only. So like that way the table actually designed. So you have to just understand wherever you need the table, you are going to create it. So this is the HTML element which we'll be using in HTML. The next thing is that each table row, we know that. So every table will be having a rows and column, right? So when you want that, how we can define the rows, how you can define the header, how you can define the title in that, how you can style, how you can do the in center, that is now important. So you should know the basic tag, then it will be easy to understand. So when you want, so first one, you can see that any table, the first row is called as table header. That means will be denoted as a th. This is also a row, but in that you will be having a header. And all this remaining all, the first it will create a tr tag. Okay, table row. In table row only, first will table header. Then after your remaining, again tr will be there, right? So that's why we mentioned here that each table row is defined with the tr. So each, how many rows you have, that will be defined with the tr tag. And when you want to define the table header, that will be defined with th tag. That is the table header it is called as. And by default, the table heading are bold and center. That means whenever you define the table th tag, then that will be bold letter and it will be comes in center. Okay. And if you want any element data inside the table row, right, then that time you have to use td. Td means table data tag. Okay, these are the three tag generally we use in table creation. You can see the example here. I've created a simple table. In that you can see that I have a first row and I'm defined. So this, there is no header is defined, right? So just a two row is there. So each row will be having some element. So that element, so first what you are creating this one, this will be your complete table. So first is table. Then next you are creating table row. This is your table row, and next again table row. In this table row, what are the column data you want? That means TD. So one table data, another table data, another table data, another table data, like this, and it will create. So what is the code for this? You can see here table, and for opening and closing for this table it is. Next, as I mentioned, you have to use table row. So table row opening and closing. Now in between that we'll be having table data TD. I'm using here TD. Okay. And whatever the element you need, whatever the data, just define. Similar way, another table row. Like this way, how many rows you want, you can create. This is the table structure in HTML. Now, suppose you want spanning rows and column. That means I want some rows that you can see here the example. This rows has been spanned. That means in this two table header is going to combine. That means two column. That's what it is called as col span, means column span. ROW span means row span. Okay. So here I'm going to just combine. If you want this way to create, then that means it is called as your spanning, the rows and column. Okay. Same way, it will be very simple. Use table tag, use table row. Now in table row, when you create, you can see here title, artist, year, and size, right? That means this is your table header. Now you have to define table header inside the table row. But you can see here at the last table row, that means column, we want the two column span. That means two columns should join together. Then you have to use th col span, that is column span is equal to 2. So two column will join, and then it will give the, it will combine this. Now I want the data, then I will just define table row. Like this way, how many rows you want, you can use it like this way, right? So this way you can make your table header, sorry, table creation. You can do, you can write the table header, you can use table row, table tag, whatever you want, you can specify accordingly as per your need. Okay. Next, you can see here I am just using here row span. If you want row span to be used, then how you are going to use? It's very simple. The same way you are going to use it, just same way. You can see here I am defining table row. In that table heading will be there. Okay. And next, when you are going to define, you can see that this title is very big. Then what I do, I will create a table data for the first row that should be covered. So what I'll do, I'll use this row span 3. So that means it will take total 3 rows. It will become joined together, and it will become into the single, like the rows it will be there. Okay. So like this way, you can define the row span. The same how we have done in column span, same way it is going to be row span. Next. Now we have few additional elements. Okay. These elements are, let's talk about that. So the first one is about the caption. What is the caption? Suppose you want to define any caption tag. Okay, caption element, then you are going to use caption tag in the HTML. Okay, and this element will be used to provide the brief title or description of the table. So when you want to define any description for the table or brief about that, then you are going to use caption. It will improve actually the accessibility of your table, and it is strongly recommended. Okay, so you can use this caption tag. Use of the caption side CSS. that means caption side, CS property to change the position of the caption below the HTML element. When we see in the demo session, then we'll understand how this will be working in the table. And when you are going to define the caption, then this element you are going to use T head, that means table header. Then you are going to use T foot, table footer, T body, that means table body. This element will be used into the caption when we are going to use it. Let's see the example here. Just write the table tag. Now I want title, that means hope you remember when you create any table, right? Like take this is your table, okay, and this is your multiple rows, okay. I'm defining from here. Okay, I want some title here, this area, okay. So this title, how you can define? So this will be defined using caption. So when you want to define, use caption tag. You can see that 19th century I've used here. So this is the result. Now the how you want column span, you can define. So column, you can see I'm using now CSS here. So CSS artist name. Again, I'm creating a column group. Again, I'm using the selectors, okay. And then similar way, I'm using here, you can see here T head, table header. In the table header, you'll be having title, artist, year. You can see the title, artist, year. Next, you have the table footer. In the table footer, what will be there? Total number of printing. This is the total number. So this will be defined. So as I said, table header you can use, table footer you can use, and I'm using 2 column span. Okay, so this is there. Next, in table body. So this is the table body content. That means you are going to define the same table. So this is the additional table element. If you require, you can use in your practices. That is the thing here. Using tables for layout. Okay. And we know that whenever you are going to create the HTML page or web pages, definitely there will be the table. Every web page will be having the table. Like you are creating a picture gallery, right? You can see here the example. I have a big picture here. Again, I'm using 4 pictures here. Okay, you want some border, something like this. Then this is actually created with help of table. When generally you use any normal img tag, what happen? Image will come one here, second image below, like this. It will be keep displaying, but it will not come in this way. When you want in this way, then you are going to use table architecture. You can see here I'm using table. Okay, the first row, in first row, this is the first row. So first row table data, I use the image. Now I'm using second table data, okay, that is this one. So I'm using in some information, some paragraph, some h2 tag, okay, some h3 tag, it's closed. Then if you take a look in this way, I'm using another table, okay, I'm using table row, and you can see here I'm using in one row 2 images, in another row 2 images, and you can see that this is the way of presenting. So this is the example of using table layouts. So you can define like this way as you want. It totally depends on the web developer that how they want to display their presence, the appearance of the page, how it should look. Okay, so what you have seen, the image shows that the layout of the user would see it. The second has border. Okay, so like this way you can define into the table. But some problem will be arise there. What problem will arise there? The first, this problem that approach tend to dramatically increase the size of HTML element. Obviously, suppose you have 100 rows or 1000 rows to display. What happened? Obviously, you are going to write table row 100 times. and you are going to define. So when you do that, obviously the page size of the particular HTML, it will get increased. The second problem is that when you use the table, so for markup, that is resulting markup is not semantic. We have learned about the semantic, right? Semantic markup. Now this will not become a semantic. Another problem is that when you use the tables for the layout result, okay, the page is not accessible, meaning that means we depend on some rely on some software, okay, the table based layout. It's completely uncomfortable and confusing to understand, because when you create, as I mentioned, when you create thousands rows, it will be very difficult. Maybe if maybe some 5 rows, 5 column is there, then it is good, no problem. But when you see that multiple rows and column, then you will get to know about this. So to avoid this, because I'm using this an HTML document, then obviously these are the problem we are going to face. Then how to overcome with this? So to overcome with this, we have to use CSS for the layout. Okay. Now the picture comes for the styling tables. How you can do the styling the table? You have table border. Whenever you create the table, by default there will be no borders will be there. Now we have to define border color, border thickness, whatever, so on. Okay. And what are the things going to include in this? You can define the height and width of each cells, whatever the cells you are defining. You can define the cell spacing. That means between the two cells, how much space you want to define, you can define that also. Then you are going to define the cell padding. That means adding a space between the content of cell and its border. If you want any background color for the table, you can define. Okay, that is will be with help of BG color. When you want a background image, then you are going to use background. And when you want the alignment, then you are going to use align tag in the code. Okay, these are the for styling tables. You can see the example here, right? I'm using the same, but what I have done in CSS, I'm using border, okay, and I given the solid, the same syntax what we have used earlier, okay, solid. So solid line will be there outside, 1 point width will be there, and color will be black. If you want some different way, you can see here the table, same thing. Now inside the table we have the table data, right? I want table data also to be some border. Then you can define it like this. Even if you want, you can see that it's getting something collapsed. There is no space and all some other thing. If you want to give proper spacing, then just use here border collapse. You can see here the difference between this and this. There is a difference, little gap between the border of the main table and the table data. I don't want this one. It should get collapsed. So then that's why we define the border hyphen collapse, and property is collapse. So this is the property and this is the value. So collapse, that means you can see there now only one is there for outer board, and also the multiple column, each rows will be having some border in the table. Okay, the same way you can define this one. Okay, okay, we'll talk about the boxes and zebras. Okay, what is the boxes and zebras? That means you have some table. When you define any table, automatically it will come like this, right? Now what you can do, you want to define, then you have to use certain CSS caption, and you can use the font size, font family, border collapse, border top, border bottom, text alignment. The same way for caption you are going to define something. Now what is the meaning of zebras? It's very simple. you know very well, like zebra is nothing, it's like one black, one white, that shades will come, right? Then when you want to design that way, the table, that means one row will be the some different color. When you go to the another that rows, that will become some another color. In that you want, then even that you can do that. So that is actually zebra. And boxes, that means when you define any tables, you can define with the some color. So you can some box layout, you can see here the different examples are there. Table row, background color, I'm giving padding, again here something, and you can see here that is a different style, it is getting appeared, right? So this all we have to talk practically. Okay, the screen is visible, right? Guys, the screen is visible. Okay, we have only 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. We have to finish it. Remaining thing, please you practice. Otherwise, it will become very difficult. Okay, first step, as usual, we'll create new file in HTML extension. I'll give the heading as a table.html only. As usual, we'll give okay. Now we need body tag. Okay, so this is the our basic which we required for any HTML based program. Right, now we have to create the table. How to create? Simple, very simple. As I mentioned, we have to use table tag. So I'll use table tag. Okay, opening and closing. As I mentioned, each table you'll be having multiple rows. So first we'll see about the basic without the table header and anything. So as I mentioned, that we need the table. Okay, I'm not talking about the border, just a table will be there. Okay, and you will be using one rows, you are going to use second rows and third rows. So these 3 rows, and you want 1 column, 2 column, as many column you want. So this table architecture we have to design into the HTML. This is very basic. Okay, then what we need here, we need first table. Okay, this, and you need 1 rows, 2 rows and 3 rows. Okay, and each rows will be having some table data. So the first step, to create a table row. Okay, I'll create table row. As many rows you want, you can just use the same way. I'll use 3 here. Okay, now in each rows you'll be having some data, right? Some data. Then for data you are going to use table data. Okay, this table data, how many table data you want, you are going to, that means how many column you want, this will define. So 3 column. Same way, what I'll do, I'll keep this one, so it will be, our layout will be okay. So I need 3 column, 3 column, 3 rows, 3 column I'm going to make. Now come to the first table data. What I want? I want something like serial number. Okay, then I want here name. Then I want here USN, anything. Okay, the next table row, I want one, I want name U Academy. Then I want here some another table data USN. That is, I'll just give web 001, anything, whatever. I'm just simply giving the data. The same way you can for table row. I have given only one row. Let's save and see what result will be getting. Okay, just same way, open the path, and the file name is our table.html. I'll open this one. Can you see that? Now it is getting appeared. Okay, now this is the table row. The first I've given serial name. This is all rows. This is not the header. Remember, guys. So that's why it is appearing like this. Okay. Now we have to work. One row we will add one more data. Okay. I'll just give two or movie name, web series. Then we will use comedies. Okay. We have done. Okay. Save it. Now you can see, right? So how long your first, that is third row is there, accordingly take a space and it's spaced. But you can see that this is the table actually, but it's not look that much attractive. There is no border, nothing is there. And everyone say that, oh, this is not good. Okay. And what we have defined here, we have defined as not as a table. Okay. So this table header. This is the problem. So that's why it is coming like this. We have to define whenever you are going to create the table, definitely every table generally, there will be a table header. So let's change now to the table header. What I'll do in first row, okay, or I'll just use here another, okay. I'll create here another table row, okay. In this table row, as I mentioned you, that we need table header, the table header th, okay. So we have how many column? 1, 2, 3. So same way you need total 3 table header. I'll just copy this like this way. I'll give here as a serial number, some name, some category. Okay. Now save it. Now let's refresh. Now you can see that by default, you can see that this is the difference between the second rows and this first row. So this is not now row. You can see that automatically it is bold. You can see here automatically this is a bold. You can see, and it is in center. This you can see that there is no alignment. So this is the difference between the table header and table row when you define in the HTML. You can write anything, any content you can use. Okay, this is the jump. The next, as I said, we have to use some the column. We have to this first rows. I want like little bit the column span should be bigger. Then how you can define this row span? That means this row you want this row to be little bit or any place. So what you can do? You can use anywhere. That is the either use like, because we need this much, we are not going to change this title, that is table row will be fixed. Okay, table header will be fixed, the changes will be in the rows, right? Then you have to define the column span only in the rows, right? In rows span will come in row, and column span it will come in column. Okay, now we have the another table, second table data, right? We have defined your serial number. What we'll do here, td properties col span. How much column span you want? You define 3. I'll give just 3 here. Okay, and let's refresh and see that. Now you can see that what happened. Can you see that? This has taken, and this all the content is shifted to the right side. It's not good because this again you have to do for all other element also. Right? Like this way, column span will work. The same way you want row span, even you can use row span also. It totally depend on you. What are the design you are going to make, that you can do it. Okay, this is your basic HTML, and just you create some sample table. Okay, have like different serial number, subject name. You can write like here, serial number, subject name, subject code, the duration, and something like this. You can write that also. You can write that way also. Okay, and I will tell you that because this is not looking very good, right? As of now, I will remove this one. As I mentioned, that we need some proper way, right? It's like it's not clearly. So we have to define the table border, right? Then come to the code part and define the CSS properties. So I'm using embedded CSS here. I'll use your style CS, okay? And within that, within the closing tag, you are going to write, what will write? Table, okay? Because we are going to write for table property. What do you want? You want border, right? So just better, that's what I'm telling. Always have practice with the notepad. First, when you are confident that yes, I can do, I know the tag, you can use this for better designing purpose. Okay. So border, what I want solid line. Okay. Then what you want? How much thickness you want? 1 point you want. What color you want? I use Yaja red. Okay. So save it. Now let's refresh and see the result. Now see that? Now this is the actually table border, right? But still inside the table data, whatever we have, that it's look odd. It's there. I want the rows, that means line for that also. Then what you can do? Again, you define another CSS properties for the table data. Okay. This is the table data, right? And we want the same way, we have to use border. Okay. Then you are going to use which line you want, line solid, dash, whatever you want, you can use it. I'll use solid only. Then how much thickness you want? Same 1 point. And here I will change the color to black. Save it. Let's refresh. Now you can see that, right? So what happened? Now when you see this one, each table data, it's in the like bracket, right? That means in a square bracket, within the bracket is coming. So, but this also look good. It's depend how you want. Actually, I want this should be complete line or something like that. I want this. You can see there is a space between these two table data, right? And even a space between this table rows and table, right? I want to remove that column space, right? So for that, you have to use the property into the table. What property you'll use? You have to use border collapse. Okay, and as I said, you have to use collapse property value, that is. Now refresh. Now you see that what happened? The space gone between that, even a space gone between that, and the color, what happened? Only this color will be overridden here and remaining is as it is same, right? So this is the way you can design your table in your HTML page with help of CSS. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Any question now? You can ask.